Let's start the show, though. We're going to get in that. We haven't officially kicked it off. Welcome to Barstool Backstage. It's Friday. It is Riot Fest season in Chicago, IL. We are joined in studio out of Albany, New York.
Albany.
The band State Champs. Welcome. Thank you.
Thank you
for coming in.
Happy to be here. Thank you, man.
Now, how long you guys been in Chicago for this for the Riot Fest tonight?
We got in last night at midnight.
Yeah. Okay, so you guys haven't partied too much?
No, not
Feeling
yet.
nice
So
and
we're
fresh?
Fresh. We are fresh.
Fresh.
I'm looking
for redemption.
I'm looking at Ryan. I am looking at Ryan. So, backstory here. This is the second time you guys have been on a Barstool podcast. Yep. First time with Bob Fox in my mom's basement.
Yep.
I was digging into you guys last night. I wanted to make it a conversation, not just be like, oh, when's your new record come out? What are you doing? You know? Yeah. And he's like, dude, last time their bassist Ryan just puked all over everything in the studio, all over me, all over my records, all over the floor. He was so hungover that I thought he was going to just die in front of me.
It was a tough time for Ryan.
Honestly, it was not my proudest moment. It couldn't have happened at a better place. Obviously, like I felt like it made sense. It made the interview like feel I felt at home, honestly. But yeah, I'm looking for redemption. I got trashed the night before.
That's the beautiful thing about Barstool, though, is that you can do like this isn't fucking NPR. You can throw up on the podcast.
So
it's okay.
So that was the conversation we had when we left, because it was like that couldn't have happened at a better place, because we were doing Rolling Stone later that day, and they were like, if it happened at Rolling Stone, we're having a different conversation. So
I wish, kind of like in my eyes, it's better to throw up at NPR though. It's a more legendary story.
Yeah, exactly.
They're like doing the NPR voice into the mic, just like, and
he
here
just threw
today
up.
we have State Champs. And then you fucking throw up. That's exactly what I want out of the rock and roll interview, dude.
Yeah,
That's
you're
exactly
right.
what it should be.
It was a little more expected here at Barstool.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's get something going. You guys got something to drink or what?
I mean, if you really want to get it going,
It's like
yes.
11 a.m.
And I would actually get it going with you if you were serious.
I mean, I'll have a drink.
A drink. We need to find some Malort.
I'll have a good drink.
Malort out of the gate?
You guys are
I know
in
we're in
Chicago.
Chicago. I don't fuck with
I could
Malort.
not do Malort. I'd rather have some Pink Whitney.
You guys have all had it before?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
We've been coming to Chicago for a long time.
See, maybe I'm biased because I'm from here. I would rather take a shot of Malort than like rail whiskey or rail tequila or something like that. Like that's me personally.
I can't agree with that.
Yeah.
It's gross obviously, but like I can do it and not want to shoot myself in the face.
I think it's overrated how disgusting it is.
I would agree.
It might be overrated. That doesn't
make it good.
No,
still
it's
bad.
of course off.
I haven't had it in so long.
Yeah.
I don't really remember.
It tastes like pine needles to me, like tree sap kind of.
Sounds good though.
It's
Tree sap.
It says the guy from Connecticut who lives in the forest.
I have a lot of pine.
Wait, you live in a forest?
He grew up in the
Not
forest.
anymore.
Okay, you grew up in a forest. Are you like, what are they called, pygmies or something? Aren't there little things in the forest?
He's a forest person.
You're a forest. You're just one of those forest
I
people.
didn't go outside much, but
No.
I lived
Tree hugger.
He grew up in a log cabin.
in proximity to.
He
pine needles.
literally grew up in a log cabin.
That's sweet.
It's cool.
Yeah.
I want to like
Lincoln, chill the fuck out.
live my like dying days in a log cabin. I think that's how I want.
We've got the spot for you.
Yeah. Connecticut. Going to Connecticut. But we're
Guys,
here to
can I
talk
ask you a
about.
question on a music note?
Yeah.
So Riot Fest, obviously, I haven't been yet. I'm in Philly, obviously, but the lineup's fucking ridiculous. Like, is this your first year doing Riot?
So this is our third year, right? Third time doing it. And the last time we did it was 2021. Before that, maybe 2018 or something like that.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, so it's our third time. It's one of our favorite festivals to play. It's one of the best in the rock space in America, in our opinion, for sure. And this year is probably the best lineup that we've been a part of for Riot Fest. We've got Fall Out Boy headlining, The Offspring.
we got Fall Out Boy
Newfound
in
Glory.
Chicago,
yeah,
dude. Come
Fall Out Boy
on.
in their hometown.
Right.
Newfound Glory, Sum 41, all on the stages that we're playing on. So it's going to be a pretty awesome day. We're really excited.
Now, this leads me to my question. So, obviously, we have a lot of heavy hitters in your space, in the pop punk space, in the rock space. Give me your Mount Rushmore of pop punk bands.
Ooh, Mount Rushmore. Wow. Mount Rushmore of pop punk bands. So I would have to put Blink-182 up there.
I think that's universal.
Obviously.
Yeah.
But my Mount Rushmore doesn't include Green Day, unfortunately.
You know what? Mine actually doesn't either.
It doesn't include Green Day, and I'm sorry.
Probably would put Green Day.
Yeah, they were very instrumental.
They probably
in my
should
upbringing.
be up there. They're just not in mine.
Yeah,
That's fair, which is fair.
That's fair.
Fall Out Boy would be in mine.
same.
Fall Out Boy 100% in mine.
I would put Paramore in mine. But that,
Yes.
yeah.
I was thinking.
Yeah.
But like, are they like? Here's the discussion. Really, is
They
like,
got lumped
what
in.
is pop punk?
Yeah, I
Like,
guess
is
that's
Paramore
the-
like? Were they ever actually pop punk? They were like a Warped Tour
They're
band,
just.
but like,
This is my Mount Rushmore.
Okay, I'll shut up.
You can
I'll
do
shut the
your
fuck
own
up.
after.
That's the problem with pop punk.
And then the last one is a deeper cut, a band called The Starting Line from New Jersey.
Yes, Starting
Yeah.
Line's awesome. That's a Philly band right there.
Yeah. So that's mine. Just out of that's my personal bias to Mount Rushmore. You guys can.
To be honest, Starting Line before I joined the band was not even really on my radar, and then when I joined and we were listening to them in the van like nonstop, they became one of my favorite pop punk bands. So Starting Line is 100% in mine as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it's a
Any-
pretty solid Mount Rushmore.
I think mine's pretty good. It's definitely leaning towards.
Well, we got
my
four,
taste.
so there's 4 heads on Rushmore, right?
Yeah, I have.
Okay.
Four.
Yeah.
You got 4.
I
Already?
had 4, but I guess in the typical, like, general Mount Rushmore of pop punk, I guess it'd have to be Blink, Green Day. Who else do we
You said
put up
Fall Out
there?
Boy.
Fall Out Boy. But I mean,
Those are the two that are like surefires, I would say. I do think you could probably consider Offspring for
the
that third,
Offspring could also be considered.
and Sum 41 maybe.
Some 41.
Machine
Newfound
Gun
Glory. Machine Gun Kelly for modern day.
Yeah, 100%.
Right?
If you-
Yo, he's the boy though.
Good Charlotte should be noted.
Definitely.
yes.
Yeah.
I mean, like whether you love them or not, Simple Plan. That they make a case for being way up there, and those are the homies. We've toured with them a couple times, and they are phenomenal. Such a great live band, great people.
Totally.
Where do MySpace bands fall on this? Like
They have
like
their own
Motion
mountain.
City Soundtrack or Say Anything or like The Academy Is or bands like that.
Those are all great bands. I think it was just. Do we call those the second wave?
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely part of the second wave, and some of them didn't have that lasting power. Like, I think Motion City did, but the Academy is, in my opinion.
I guess
no.
the Starting Line is grouped into that too. That's why they made my Mount Rushmore because
Yeah.
I just consider them.
Well, they're of that drive-through era, not really of that MySpace era.
We're getting
Yes.
we're getting very like
We're getting dicey.
niche and
Yeah.
like
I don't
nerdy
think
now.
I don't know. I think our listeners would know everybody you're talking about, but that's also my favorite thing about Riot Fest is that's how I discovered you guys back in 2021. So that was the Riot Fest where Machine Gun Kelly and Slipknot got into it, right?
Yeah,
And
that's
Corey
right.
Taylor.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about
So that was the first Riot Fest I had ever been to, and that's right about when we started this show. And since then, we've had a lot of like mega fame, including Corey Taylor, you guys, Ice Cube. We've had a lot of mega famous like acts,
Mega
and
famous. We're
musicians.
lumped in there.
And you guys are absolutely, but I think Riot Fest is an awesome event specifically because you're going to discover music there.
Yeah.
Oh, totally.
And that's how I discovered you guys. And I'm looking at this list. I know a handful of them, but I know I'm going to be here this weekend and I'm going to discover 2 or 3 bands that I listen to constantly for the next like 6 months.
100%.
And that's why I love Riot Fest. Because if I'm going to the Windy City Smokeout, I know everything about every artist that's playing. Same with Lollapalooza for the most part. But Riot Fest, you're going to find some bands that you're like, holy shit, these guys are awesome. They're heavy. They obviously aren't playing to the mainstream, but they're doing their thing and they're awesome at it. So I just echo what you guys are saying. It's one of the best rock concerts you're gonna
It's
fest
good
you're
for
gonna go to.
exposure and stuff for us as well. Like obviously we have all of our like diehard fans and our fans that are there that are screaming the lyrics back, going nuts out in the crowd. But then at the same time, I feel like we make a good percentage of new fans at a festival.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Well, it's I mean, I don't know about this year, but I remember in 2018, I went. It was a little more eclectic. I saw Vince Staples do the Fuck 12 song.
Yes.
And I was like, I would never see this anywhere else. You know what I mean? Like, we only usually do rock leaning stuff. So when it's a little more mixed bag, it's really cool to go kind of explore and see Vince Staples.
I mean, tonight we got Cypress Hill and Public Enemy playing as well. I'm pretty sure.
Public Enemy, that's going to be awesome.
Yeah, it's
This is
crazy.
just gonna
Awesome.
be pretty gnarly. Yeah.
Gnarly, right? Yeah, but that's
festivals for us as fans of music too. It's so fun because we get to see like Tyler said, we get to see artists that we wouldn't typically get to see.
I was just about to ask you. That was going to be my next question. So, how long are you guys staying? You guys play tomorrow too, actually, right?
Tomorrow in town at the bottom.
Okay, so you're doing one of the after shows.
we're doing
Yeah, you're
an
right,
after
right.
show. Like we won't play until like midnight or so, but I'm gonna stay for the weekend. I don't know if I'm gonna go to the festival tomorrow, but Sunday I want to go. It's more of the like metal day. Like Slayer is headlining.
Dude, the metal scene, the people watching's outstanding. For one, I got to do a mosh pit at a Slipknot concert. I needed to do one, and that's all I ever need to do again.
He's
Yeah.
gonna
Like,
do one.
I did one. That's all I need
How was
to
it?
do. I mean,
Get fucked up, or
I thought I was getting ran over by train like constantly.
you were.
And the next day I couldn't walk. I had just bruises everywhere, but it was like
did it.
I did it, and it was awesome.
Yeah.
It was
Now
awesome.
you
So
can
you
say
guys,
that you did it.
I can say I did it. You guys should do the same thing though.
I might be.
Well,
in there.
one band you guys need to see this weekend is Guar, and Guar happen to
Yep.
be close friends of ours. If you would like to get in the Guar circle, you give us a call and we'll get that hooked up.
I think we've done a festival with Guar before,
think we-
haven't
I
we?
think
Did you guys get sprayed in the face with space cum?
Yes.
I never
I
have.
feel like I remember
I try to
that.
avoid
Blood,
That's something you do
bodily
remember
fluids.
though.
I'm not going to forget getting
Yeah.
sprayed with space cum, which
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was the name. So,
I
yeah.
was unaware of that. Yeah.
They have their own name for it, but it's effectively just space cum.
It's Space Cum. That's
Yeah.
what it is.
cool.
Yeah, I loved it.
Big fans.
Their show is
It wasn't
awesome.
a single laugh. I was expecting to get a laugh on that one.
I have another like technical question for you guys because just being kind of a music historian nerd, you guys kind of came together as pop punk was taking its. I don't know. The first wave was ending, and then it kind of went away from the mainstream for a while, and then you guys grind it out and keep building, and then randomly pop punk comes back into the mainstream and has this huge fucking revival the last couple of years. What has that been like for you to experience, like the heyday of pop punk kind of coming back the way it did in the last couple of years?
We've experienced multiple generations and waves
Yeah.
of the popularity of the genre, and we've always like stuck with it and like said we're not going anywhere the whole time. It's funny that you mentioned MySpace earlier. We came into the scene when MySpace was the only outlet for
Yeah.
what we do. We were like so focused on like our networking through MySpace and maybe a little bit of Facebook at
Yep,
the time.
it was
too.
MySpace and Facebook.
But then Twitter and Instagram came into play, and that was a huge game changer. But it was
Tumblr, honorable mention.
Tumblr. Yeah, that was another site that like gave us a lot of popularity for whatever reason. But it was
You look confused.
I don't even remember a Tumblr. I remember like TUMBLR.
Yeah, that's what it was.
I don't remember like what it did though.
It was just like a blog site, and people
that
would
what it
like
was?
repost pictures and
Yeah.
Lyrics and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like memes before memes. It was more
Okay.
like cute memes, kind of. I don't really know how to.
It was where like the goth girl in your high school would kind of hang out on the
Yes,
internet.
absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
And she would like read blog your like lyric picture
100%.
and yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, that was working.
I got it now.
But it was still before short form TikTok style stuff. Like that was
Yeah.
before. It was way pre that. So we lived in this area, like post LimeWire, but pre TikTok, if you will. So we had to kind of engage ourselves the way
Yeah.
that we could in that area. But we've seen the genre change in popularity. Obviously, then the wave of Machine Gun Kelly coming back into the picture, and it only helped bands like us. And there's the debate of whether or not that was good for our space or whatnot. But I mean, we were all in on it. Like we've done tours with Machine Gun Kelly, and it was great. And he's a great friend now, which is awesome. But now then it's kind of like, where is it at now necessarily? It's like, where's the trends going to go? But we're still here, and we're still telling people,
Yeah.
like, it's still thriving,
Yeah, and I mean, bands like Turnstile and Knock Loose and things like that were also good for you guys because it brought back interest in music with actual guitars and shit
yeah,
like that.
just rock music
Right.
in general being
Totally.
popular again is like a big thing for us.
I was talking to my barber about this actually this morning, right before I got in here, and
You look great, by the way.
Thank you, thank you. I have a 4-day window where my hair looks good every like haircut era or time period, and you're in that, so I do look great right now. I will compliment myself on my hair right now.
What was
But-
the barbershop talk all about today?
It's always either restaurants, like nice restaurants, or music, or sports, or whatever. But it's like those three things. And he was telling me that he's going to see your guys after show randomly tonight, or tomorrow rather.
Yeah.
And where was I going with that? Now you threw me off because I was
That's my bad.
glowing about my hair.
Dude, you look so
But,
good. I'm sorry.
It's like, damn, I do look good.
he was talking about a band that I wanted to bring up to you guys, and I had it on the fucking flyer right here. Colin, ask him something.
Drug Church?
No. I'm trying to think of who else.
Drug Church.
Drug Church, I mean,
How much does the butt rock revival help you guys with the love for Creed and
missed that.
Nickelback to come? Even
The
bands
butt
like
rock
that,
revival.
dude.
I don't know if that helps us.
Yeah,
to
I'm
be
not
honest
sure.
with you.
There's a
I don't know
butt
if it
rock
helps
revival
us.
going on right now.
I don't know if
There
it
is.
helps us, but we can gladly get on the.
We're down.
we're all for it.
Yeah.
We're all for it.
Don't get it fucked up. Like we're heavy Nickelback and Creed.
Go ahead,
Yeah,
Ty.
no, I mean, I'll pop off real quick. My first show ever was the Creed Human Clay Tour. I went when I was like 5. I fuck with butt rock for sure. That's a fucked up sentence to say.
Did you guys see the Nickelback documentary?
No, I haven't watched it.
It's really good. It was one of my favorites of the last year, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's very good.
We'll have like butt rock nights
That's
in
the
the
homies.
bus.
Nickelback are legit some of our favorite people.
Have they been in here?
Yeah, they've not in this.
All right,
they
fuck
were
one,
in
marry one. Fuck one, marry one, kill one.
All right.
Out of who? Of the people in Nickelback?
Nickelback, Creed,
Am I breaking up?
A little bit.
a little bit, yeah. Nickelback,
All right, Nickelback, Creed.
Hinder.
I'm killing Hinder out of the
Yeah,
gate.
must
Just
murder.
no hesitation, fucking murking Hinder.
Just like
I think I'm marrying
Nickelback
Nickelback.
because they have better love songs.
And Creed would be probably just a good fuck. I
Just a
mean,
one
Scott
night
Stapp
stand,
just seems like a little bit unhinged and in the
yeah.
best way. So like I'm down.
I will say this about Nickelback.
I agree.
They are insanely self-deprecating. They know all the shit they get, they lean into it. And they're like, dude, we've been conning people the last like 30 years about how good our music is. Like, we get it. We know. Like, we're in on the joke too, which makes me want to be there, like, partnered with them for life.
Yeah.
I need a partner that I can laugh with.
A self-aware.
And at. Yeah, self-aware.
Yo,
right?
but I'm not gonna lie. I saw them. They were headlining a festival that I just happened to be at a couple years ago, and they were amazing.
Oh, so
I've
good
heard
live.
that, yeah.
amazing.
So good live. I went to Stagecoach Festival out in Palm Desert recently, and they headlined the late night set in a tent and opened up with Animals, and I wanted to jump in the mosh pit myself.
You wanted to fight everybody
I was
and
ready to
break
spin
everything
kick to
and- yeah.
Nickelback, and
I mean, that's a horny song, though.
That was so
That is a
good.
horny song. So maybe I'm
They
fucking
have,
Nickelback.
they have
Super horny
such
song.
horny songs, bro.
They did.
Yeah.
But in the
Song
best
named
way.
Sex.
What a great question.
Isn't it weird how closely related country guitar and like Nickelback guitar is nowadays? Like just the guitar tones.
Dude, even,
like
even with our
the
music.
overdriven Paul Reed Smiths.
Well, I was gonna say people say that about us. I mean, they're like, if you put a little twang on our guitar, like Derek saying with the twang, it could be a country song.
Yeah, a lot of our songs are just country songs, but like faster and a little edgier. So like, and we love country music too. We love pop country. We love, and like one thing we collectively all really like is pop country music. So it's become a major influence in what we do. But we also love pop music, and we love like 90s alternative stuff. So everything that is anything comes in to create our sound. So we can get down with whatever.
What's the weirdest thing you'll find on, like I would find and be surprised about on one of your guys' like Spotify playlists? Like we had Corey Taylor tells us he listened to Meghan Trainor all the time.
I mean, Derek is like a massive Justin Bieber fan.
I'm a huge Justin Bieber fan. I'm a pop music guy. I was like an NSYNC freak. So all of that plays into our influences as well. I still know all the dances.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
like no shame there, but like a little bit of everything, you know? I love Carrie Underwood, you know, like there's no shame and there's no like guilty pleasures. They're just pleasures in my mind.
That's how he described it too, actually.
Yeah.
Like I'm just enjoy the music.
Dude, music,
Yeah.
music is awesome.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you guys agree?
It's the best.
I love
it's
music.
the best. And you know, like I'm not a musician. I've leaned into sports more, and that's typically what I'm talking about aside from this exact podcast. And so I'm not a musician, Colin is. So I learn a ton. And one thing I have learned, musicians are also way cooler than athletes. Athletes are so buttoned up and like afraid to say anything because they're worried about like getting canceled and having to answer to whoever. Musicians, you guys are just normal. Awesome.
Well, there's the
like-
joke.
yeah.
There's the joke that musicians want to be athletes and athletes want to be musicians. We both like kind of envy each other. So there's a little bit of push and pull there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to be an athlete.
What would be your
Yeah.
sport? What would be
I do.
your
I
sport?
just simply
Maybe
don't
maybe it's
wanna-
just me. I guess.
It would be cool to have like a God-given athletic ability, but I don't have that.
Yeah.
And I don't want to make that for myself. I'd rather
Now,
just
were
play
you guys
guitar.
God-given musicians, or was it something you like actually had to craft, or a little bit of both?
I mean, we play pop punk, so that's your answer right there. You know what I'm saying?
No, there's.
Damn.
I mean, we got to give ourselves some credit like that. I mean, I think we all started at a young age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, but I think either you have it or you don't when it comes to musical talent. It's not something that like.
There are some intangibles for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can work hard at it. And
I mean, Evan is a freak drummer. Evan is easily the best musician, I think, in our band, and
But I
you know,
don't-
this guy practices.
yeah, but it's
Because he
not-
likes it,
It's
though.
not natural talent. It's work.
Fuck off. Yes, it is. He puts in the work because he loves it. Whereas
and-
I don't practice at all, and I get up there and I do my thing and I fucking rip too.
Yeah,
He does
yeah.
it for the love of the game.
Well, Evan has to be an athlete as well because of drumming for 90
That's true.
minutes on
Straight
stage. That's
cardio.
basically
For sure.
cardio. Like so now he's like training to run a mega marathon. What's it called?
An ultra marathon.
An ultra marathon.
So I ran a real marathon.
That's awesome.
Well,
Not easy.
that is something like
Well, hold
I would
on,
never,
hold on.
ever consider.
I haven't signed up yet. but I'm going to.
But he's saying it out loud, so that means
You-
like
You have to hold- that's
we're
so-
gonna make him do it.
Contract.
That's exactly what I did I did it in 2016 because I just wanted to do one and I tweeted it and I put it out there so people knew that I was like they held me accountable
Yeah.
and I did it in 5 hours so I wasn't breaking records but I finished
Love
it.
Still did it. Yeah, that's gnarly.
It's a huge accomplishment. That's still.
So yes, it was fun. The last like 8 miles were on the south side and in Chicago, the entire city lines the streets. So the first like 70% of it, it's all adrenaline. It's adrenaline dump. And then you get to the south side where there's like nobody on the streets. It's just dead. You're like, get me the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
But you got an ultra marathon. That's a
miles,
2 mile swim, a 100-mile bike ride, and then
that's an Ironman, which would be fun to do.
Okay.
But I'm not there yet.
His is just
Wait.
running
50 miles long.
oh, it's just 50 miles.
Just
Okay.
50 miles, yeah.
Yeah, no, absolutely not.
Just 50
Yeah,
miles.
absolutely.
Just a healthy. 50.
I don't know if I would describe that as fun to do. I don't, you know, like that's
I would not.
No.
It's more of a mental challenge.
It's what it is, yeah. So the last I got to a point where I was running a song and walking a song in my headphones.
Smart.
And the last 3 miles, you're like, fuck this, I want to finish. I just put my head down and ran.
Yeah. So I
I respect the shit out of
that. Music at all for a podcast. I don't know. How
Bring backup head, bring backups.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll have to I will-
Bring a little bring this marathon talk on Barstool Backstage. Bring baby Advil and bring Pepto.
Yeah.
People shit their pants on the course. You'll see it too.
I fully plan on it.
Speaking of people shitting their pants, have you seen that guy? Do you know what I'm talking about out of the gate here? The fucking
Davis.
Yes, dude. The guy that's like the fucking locked in LinkedIn
Listen,
guy.
I want to meet that guy. I'm a fan of that guy.
He shit his pants in a marathon and put it on his Instagram.
Respect.
It was fucking crazy.
Dude, it happens. You'll see people shitting their pants because
It's not
your
worth it, man.
bowels just like give out when you reach a certain body temperature and you just shit your pants.
I want to run a charity 5K and shit my pants.
Because it's for charity.
And that's
just
what it's
can't
called.
make it 3 miles. I gotta shit.
Yeah.
I'm down.
Just
I'll
bring
sign
like
up for
power
that.
gel and fucking, backup headphones and baby Advil and shit my pants at a charity 5K.
Should we make that the point of the 5K?
And that's the shirt you get.
Before you get to the 3 mile mark, you have to shit your pants.
I shit my pants at the charity 5K.
Have
Yes,
you guys ever
that's
shit
the
your
shirt.
pants on stage or on the bus or anything?
No, Ryan's come close a couple times. We
Yeah.
had to pull over on the bus so Ryan could shit on the side of the highway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, when you gotta go, you gotta go.
That's-
You know what I'm saying? Never
You
on
can't-
stage.
For
but
those who don't know, you can't shit on the tour bus.
That's it. That's
You can shit into a bag if you want,
It's called
but-
hot bagging.
Yeah.
You can do it. It's just awful.
So we've had some close calls, but nothing too bad.
I've peed my pants on stage before.
You have, but
Japan.
that's not that bad though, because we're already drenched in sweat.
Yeah.
you just kind of roll with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly-
It feels horrible and embarrassing and shitty, but like, it was
That's
fine.
dedication to the craft right there.
Just go, man.
Just Dumb and Dumber it.
You can't
go.
stop. I'm playing with you three. What am I supposed to do? Hey, hold on, everyone. I have to go pee. No,
Hey, just piss your pants, dude.
I did.
Yeah, just let it go.
Do you
That's
think
actually
Jimmy
kinda
Page
awesome.
would have stopped? No, Jimmy Page would have pissed his pants and kept moving in a fucking full leather jumpsuit.
I don't think I could even if I had to go really bad, I don't think I could. That's like a kind of a skill, I feel like.
I didn't have a
letting
choice
yourself-
in holding it anymore. It was one of those
One
where
of
it was
those.
like it's
It's
forcing
coming,
itself
yeah.
out.
Here, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, it's here.
What's the worst situation you guys have ever been on stage? Like either too fucked up, kind of feel like you're gonna pass out, or even like gear going out. Gear going out is always the worst stories to me. Like either an amp fails or fucking lose power, something like that.
We've
What's-
had some really shitty situations. Well, like just one in particular, we were in Belgium when
Yeah.
like none of our shit worked. We were playing like a big festival called Puckle Pop, and it's probably playing to like 10,000 people, and it was one of our first times there. Nothing worked. I couldn't even talk. My microphone didn't work. Couldn't even tell the crowd this and that. They didn't hear me, and they're like waving their hands.
Yeah, we didn't
Shout
know that
out-
it didn't work.
Also,
Sorry, just to
shout
make
out
that clear.
Derek. Derek left the stage, and then we were just on there looking at the crowd, being like,
We played two songs and they couldn't hear a damn
I think it was the only time I've ever walked off stage and said I'm not going back out there. It was that bad. I told our tour manager, I was like, "Here's my microphone, not going back out."
Straight up.
Like I don't care if you get it working.
Yeah.
That's not on you guys though. Like the audience
wasn't, but-
knows that, right?
It was
No.
really bad. So we need
don't
redemption.
know.
At that
Oh, well,
festival.
Because we didn't even really know what the
Yeah.
fuck was happening. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that was a long time ago. So luckily we haven't had anything that bad happen since then. We've had a lot of like bad other tour, like behind the scenes stuff happened, like stuff with buses and whatnot. One being the last time we were in Chicago for Riot Fest, we our bus driver drove under an overpass that was low,
loose
and it ripped off the top of our bus. Yeah, like completely.
Part of the back of it.
And we woke up to that. We were sleeping, and then we woke up to
just like the air conditioner is just hanging down.
Yeah.
The shower is just outside.
Yeah. So we were that band that rolled up to the festival, and everyone's like, "Are you guys the band that ripped off the roof?" Everyone's coming over taking pictures, and so we're like, "Yeah, get your pictures, get the fuck out of here."
See, we're on a redemption story this weekend. We're at Barstool. I need redemption. We're at Riot Fest. We need redemption. So
so it's gonna be a good weekend.
So nothing but good vibes and juju for you guys heading into the night and the rest of fall. I do want to bring that up. Obviously, you guys are about to start promoting your self-titled album.
Yeah, new album. It's our 5th album, and it's our self-titled one, State Champs by State Champs, and we think it's our best album yet, so we're excited for everybody to hear it. We got 3 songs out now, one new one that just came out yesterday. And we're excited to play some of those new songs today and tomorrow here in Chicago, and
Headliner starting November 8th.
Yep.
In the U.S.
Yeah,
Which is the day the record drops.
Full U.S. tour November and December, and the Champs are back and thriving. It feels good.
Love it.
Who were you guys most excited to see this weekend?
This weekend, I'm really excited to see Fall Out Boy in their hometown.
Yeah, they're gonna blow this place. Like they're just gonna blow up Chicago this weekend. I'm super. I've never even seen them either. I've never seen them.
So you're due for
I'm due. It's like them and Foo Fighters are like the 2 bands I have to check off that I, for whatever reason, just haven't.
Yeah, Fall Out Boy is one of our collective favorite bands. They took us on an arena tour a few years, right before COVID. 2019, 2020?
Yeah.
2019. And it was Fall Out Boy, Machine Gun Kelly, and us. And we played like some of the biggest hockey arenas we had ever played in the U.S. And that was incredible. But we haven't really seen them since then, so we're excited.
I think it was the last time they played here, was that last summer at Wrigley? So
it was last summer at Wrigley.
Last summer at Wrigley, they got in trouble by the city. Like, so one of my coworkers, he's probably going to pop in here any minute, but he lives not right by the stadium. He's like half mile, 3/4 of a mile away.
Yeah.
He can hear concerts when they play concerts, or like if a run scores in a game,
sure.
like, but it's like off in the distance. He's like, with Fall Out Boy, he's like, my ears were ringing from that far away. And the city, like, they're like, hey, you can't do that anymore when you come back. So they're going to toe that line this weekend.
It's Chicago, it's
right?
their city.
Yeah.
It's
their city, exactly.
Yeah. And I mean, if they're playing Wrigley, they're not going to turn it down.
You can't, right?
Like, you probably only play Wrigley once, twice. You guys go for it.
Yeah.
You have to, right?
Yeah.
Dude,
Pay the
How
fine.
crazy is it that Fall Out Boy's about to be classic rock? Do you know what I mean? Like in a certain amount of time, Fall Out Boy and like, I don't know, what other bands from that era can wind up being classic rock?
I would have never in my life ever thought I'd be considering like Pearl Jam or Sublime or like bands from the mid. They're classic rock.
At what? So that's
you guys are gonna get to that point too.
Yeah, classic. Rock?
Here's a fucked up observation. You know how when you're in the grocery store and you're like, damn, this soundtrack kind of bangs.
Yeah.
It's because we're fucking old now. And those are the songs.
We're old as fuck.
That's for the masses. We are now the old people.
Yeah.
Someone literally just messaged me yesterday. They're like, dude, you guys are going to be playing like casinos when you're 60. And I was like, fuck, I hope not. No, I fucking
Shut up.
please.
Don't
Do
send me
you
that
ever
message.
get like someone message you and be like, you guys are my favorite band in grade school?
Yes.
And it's like,
Yes.
dude,
So
what the fuck are you talking about? I'm
Every
like,
day.
We're finally just starting to get that. We're like, damn, you guys were my childhood. I'm like, what the hell, man?
Yeah.
Like, hey, we're still young.
We just had a fan that we've known since she was in high school graduate with her MD. So we have a doctor fan who we've known for, I guess, the last like 12 years.
Yeah.
It is pretty
Shout
cool
out
to see
Tati.
the generation. It's becoming a generational thing now. We have fans that are bringing their
kids
now
yeah.
to our shows or to our meet and greets, and we're meeting their children now, which is it's pretty cool. It's full circle thing.
For sure.
But it does make us kind of check ourselves, be like,
like,
damn,
shit.
it's a proud thing and also like a shit we're old thing, you know?
Which is also fucking crazy because, like, I'm not in the studio, but from looking at you guys, I would probably card you if you walked into a bar. Like, this is nuts.
So I'm saying,
I mean, skincare on point.
You gotta moisturize,
I'm saying,
man.
Like, we're moisturizing daily.
And that's tough because white people age like bananas.
Yeah.
That's actually impressive,
Dude.
it's tough, but we're trying, you know? And I mean, I've always considered us a young band, and we were always the young band trying to make it and get raised by our peers that were older than us, but we're not a young band anymore. We're all grown-ass men. I'm still the youngest in the band, so I can pull the baby card as much as possible, but I'm still in my 30s.
Yeah, you're in your 30s.
I mean, this guy can't grow a beard.
I can't grow a
whatsoever.
beard, so that's that, but whatever. We're not
That's our
young.
baby.
Yeah.
Goddamn.
Yeah, that's that.
I wish.
No, I mean,
I got the
fucking-
spider webs going, and
Crow's
crow's
feet.
eyes or
Yeah.
crow's feet. Yeah.
Bro,
But-
I got a routine for you, man. Let's talk off camera.
You know what my routine is?
Let's hear it.
I shampoo my hair and let all the shampoo wash the rest of my body, and then I'm clean.
I respect you.
Yeah.
Shampoo, water,
That's
weed.
crazy.
Yeah. That's it. That's all it takes to be healthy in life.
What do we got? What do we got here? Actually,
Yeah, do we want to talk about that real quick? That big box?
I would love to.
It looks great. Look how
You guys know about this?
I don't. I thought you were pulling out like drug paraphernalia. Apparently not.
No, just drug.
That's
Just drug.
This is just drug.
I'm a little intimidated, but I know what it is. You guys already, I think we talked about it on camera, but you guys described it. I'm a little intimidated by this. I don't know if you want to open it or.
Can we open the
We are getting the go ahead to open the
We can open this.
You can
The
open
queen.
it.
I've never opened
Yeah.
one of these, so I don't know. I don't know.
I don't think
Comes
we
in
can
a
pop this on
giant bag.
YouTube. We might have to do the like,
Can you blur it?
yeah, the cops blurring.
This shit is
Yeah.
crazy right here. So we partnered with Rhythm, and this is our very own cannabis called Out of My Head, and it's pretty old.
And Rhythm, also a
Illinois, baby.
Illinois-based company
Well-
and also a sponsor or partner of Barstool.
And so, I mean, this is a special thing, but our eighth jars are right here, and you can get them at all the dispensaries. What
Rise
dispensaries
Rise
here
dispensaries.
in Illinois. So go get yours while you can, before they run out. That is.
Yeah, we've been working on this. Well, we worked on this for about a year or so. You know, a year and a half.
Crazy.
Made the labels.
Hold on, I'm gonna close my
We
eyes
kind of
for
were
so
like A-Bing a ton of different strains and found the one.
Gnarly.
Wrote some songs on it. This shit is our baby. This stuff is good.
Holy smokes!
Hell yeah.
I told you, it's hilarious.
It is hilarious.
incredible.
dude. What the hell?
Yeah, they brought us through the entire process of
Yeah.
grow it. It was unbelievable. to
Just hold on to this thing.
You guys ever watch Mexican cartel documentaries where they blur out the guy's face and it's like, wow, this fucking weed is
Yeah.
so good, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I watch Narcos on Netflix. Does that count?
Let me
I
pass that
I
around.
just went back and rewatched it. It's
Pass
still
it
so
around,
goddamn
It's
good.
super good. Yeah.
Pass this around. I want to eat it.
I
Like,
kind of
like
want
an
to
ice
eat it
cream
like
cone.
a churro or something.
Yeah, or that.
Yeah.
Probably tastes really bad, to be honest.
Dude, I mean,
So how much weed
so
is
good,
that?
dude.
I don't know.
14
Mon-
grams.
So that's a whole ounce.
14.
Wait, no, half ounce.
Half ounce.
Which is 14.
Yeah.
It's a goddamn weed corn dog.
Yeah, so that's what it is. It's a weed corn dog.
That's exactly what it is.
I can smell it from here.
It's
It's the top of the cannabis plant.
Oh, it's the top of the
What?
cannabis plant.
that's our producer Gabby over
The
there.
best buds.
The best buds.
Dave, what an episode for Kenny not to be on.
Yeah. So our AWOL Nation guy, we co-host with a founding member of AWOL Nation. He's not here right now, but he is very into marijuana and marijuana accessories. What's the THC percentage in that? Does it?
On the 8th jar.
On the 8th jar.
Yeah,
pass
hit
it
us,
back.
hit us with the stats, Ty.
Yeah, read the back
Is
of
this
the
a Miller
baseball card.
Lite? Is this a Miller Lite or an IPA of
In
weed?
here.
This is an IPA. Bro.
Oh, the bottom.
I don't know. I think maybe it's a little hybrid because it is a hybrid.
It's a
not
it's a
sativa
hybrid.
or an indica.
THCA.
I was gonna
That's the
say-
number I'm looking for.
That was the goal of making this strain was, you know, because we kind of smoke for different reasons. You know, some of us
THC is
after we get off the stage, we kind of want to just wind down. But for me personally, like I want to be, I still want to be active. I want
That's
to be
how
able
I am,
to talk.
yeah.
I want to be
Yeah.
hanging. I want to be creative. So we were like, let's do a hybrid. Let's figure it out. So where, you know, we can relax and we can kind of, I guess, disconnect, but also not be a zombie.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, so
we actually when we were testing it and like being different strains and things like that, we were in the studio and we wrote a few songs. So it definitely helps with being very productive.
yeah, one of the new songs on the record was a riff that started because we smoked this, and me and Evan were just like, "Yo, let's go jam right
Yeah,
now."
why not? Yeah,
And then
see what
yeah,
happens.
Exactly.
Just to chime in on the THC percentage, that's 30.39%.
That's a good. Usually
good.
Do we
they're
know-
like 22, 24.
I would say that's good.
Good number.
That's
high.
bang for your buck, baby.
That's
Yeah.
bang for your buck, and yeah, there's. I like it honestly. I smoke before I work out. That's like the only time I
Really?
or like right before bed. I don't know
nice.
why.
I'm a nighttime guy.
I love doing our
Before
cardio when
bedtime.
I'm a little stoned.
Yeah, I hear that.
I
Does
hear
it just
people like to do
feel
that.
better?
So
Does it suck less?
now someone told me this, and this is one of those things that it could be a million light years away from being true, but it sounded right in the conversation. So I just tell people it as if it's like 100% fact. But I heard it like opens up your capillaries and you can absorb more oxygen, and that's why it's good, or not good for you, but it helps when you're doing cardio.
Okay, we're hearing that that's true from the producer over there.
I heard capillaries and all the science words. I'm like, that's got to be true. So I just repeat it as if it's, you know, real knowledge.
Yeah. That's some real shit.
Evan, you should try it before you run your ultra marathon.
Yeah, I'll do tomorrow my run for sure.
Evan will just be laying in a field.
Yeah,
I can't make it. He makes it like 5 miles. He's like, I gave it my best shot.
But yeah, check it out there, stoners. If you guys live in Illinois or in Massachusetts, you can get them at your local dispensary.
There you
check
go.
Out Out of My Head by Rhythm. Thank you.
It's incredible.
Yo, honestly, not even just stoners. Like, if you're just curious, I mean, it's just good weed. It's
Partakers.
Yeah, it's for
Partakers,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
You don't have to be. It's like it's better for you than smoking a cigarette.
Yo, Rhythm has been
Yes.
so cool to us too. I mean, it feels like an actual, like, it's not just a partnership. You know, it kind of feels like they're part of the fam now.
Right,
so
right.
I really, you know,
Those are the best partners they have.
the best partners. So seriously, it's been nothing but a pleasure. But working with them, and this is kind of this was like a novelty dream of ours to, like, you know. It's such a random merch item, you know, it's a random thing for like a band, especially a band of our size, to like do. And, you know, we were trying to do it for so long, and it kind of just felt like serendipitous that it happened. You know, we were looking for somebody, and they were like, well, we're starting an artist series, and it's just been so cool.
Yeah, we didn't know
Yeah.
it made as much sense as it did until we did it.
Exactly.
Now we love it. Yeah.
It
There you
made
go.
our dream come true with that for sure.
That's just
Yeah,
filming.
fuck
us.
a Grammy, dude. We got a
Yeah,
strain,
fuck the
baby.
Grammys.
I would still take a Grammy.
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll take a Grammy,
That's
but
all
we'll
the
get there.
stream.
One thing.
we got a
at time.
gram.
We got 3.5.
Hey, buddy. Next
That could
question.
be the name of your next string, Graham.
Grammy.
Grammy nominated.
Yeah, yeah. There you go.
His last name's also Graham, so this works in so many
I'm a
ways.
genius.
I love
It's
it.
got Grammy.
Career in marketing.
What do you guys think? Anything else you want to get out there to people?
We're just excited about being on tour again, our new album, our new strain of marijuana, and everything in between. We're excited to have new music out. Keep your eyes on the internet. for
That drops
all things.
mid-November, I think I said.
November 8th.
November 8th.
Okay, November
And
8th.
then we start a full U.S. tour for the next month.
To support
after
that?
To support
Awesome.
the album and 5 albums of State Champs. And we're going on year 12 as a band now. Is that or
Oh, no.
no 14?
You're 14.
14 as a band. That's crazy.
Years are going
we-
quick, man.
We just thank
Yeah,
everybody
pandemic
anybody that's given a fuck, that's listened to us, whether you know about us or not. Thanks for letting us do what we do, and thanks to Barstool.
You guys are crushing it, man, and especially with this kind of revival of pop punk and with the new album coming out that I cannot wait to get my hands on. I'm super excited to see because I think you guys are about to. Obviously, you guys have seen a ton of success over the last decade plus, but
There's room to grow still.
there is a lot of room to grow, and there's I know you guys are gonna be right there. So don't forget, anytime you guys are in Chicago, you guys have an open seat here. Next time we'll get you on the gauntlet.
I'm gonna run the gauntlet next
Yes.
time. The basketball court is covered right now, so I can't run the gauntlet, but I will do it the next time that we're here.
So yeah, we'll set that up, and we'll have we'll get Nick and crew on too. But thank you guys, and you guys are gonna crush it in a couple hours at Riot Fest. I wish I could tell people to come watch you guys, but this episode's not coming out for a week or so.
It's all good. It's all good.
Come to our
we'll
show.
be back around Chicago.
Yes.
We'll
Come to the
always
tour.
be around.
Come to the tour. It's starting in a couple months, and November 8th, new album, self-titled,
Yes,
State
sir.
Champs coming out.
Yeah, buddy.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for having us, buddy.
Yeah, thank you.